Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Mario Golf Advanced Tour playthrough. Last time we kind of got introduced to this brand new golfing world, even though it's apparently just the Game Boy Color world, just advanced a couple of years, and yeah, here we are. So we are Slim, an up-and-coming golfer. In here we have our partner Ella, who, she's alright. We're not going to be spending any time with her just yet, though. Instead, we're going to be kind of going off on our own and doing some things by ourselves before we kind of get involved with any of Ella's gameplay. But yeah, like I said in the last video, we're going to actually play our first round of golf today. So let's go ahead and talk to you. What's up, kid? You're that new student Slim, ain't you? The manager told me about you. Everybody's all fired up to see how kid students are going to turn out. Want to play around? Yes. So we're going to play a practice round. Let's actually do the front tees. But I believe when we get to the tourney play, we'll actually be on the back tees. So keep that in mind. So yeah, let's do this. You're Slim, correct? Your group is ready. Please head for the tee if you would. Have a good round. Oh, we will. We intend to have a good round. So yeah, here we go. Welcome to the gameplay of Mario Golf Advanced Tour. The game is set up pretty much like how the Game Boy Color version is set up. But it has kind of more mechanics that are featured in Toadstool Tour. So, you know, you can do the auto and manual swing. You have backspin and topspin and all that stuff. It's basically just, you know, the Game Boy Color version of golf with updated graphics and then also an updated mechanics as well. So yeah, you can move the D-pad to change where you want your shot to go. You can press the A button to go into this mode, which is basically the shot mode. You can press the B button to switch to a power shot. If you're close to the green, you can switch to an approach shot as well. You can use the L and R buttons to actually change like where the meter indicator is. This can kind of help you define like where you want your shot to go. Let's see, what other buttons? You can hit the select button to switch to camera mode, where you can kind of look around the hole, take a look at the green, see how it's sloped up to be. Then you can also go to like an overhead view as well, which is not as helpful, but there it is. And then of course you have all the other data on your screen as well. Distance to the pin, what par this hole is. Of course, your shot meter at the beginning, or at the bottom, not beginning, I don't know why I said beginning. And you can, also before I forget, you can actually change your club if you hit down and up on the D-pad as well. And in the top right, you have the wind distance. It's actually moving forward, which is always good. You have your current shot indicator right under that. And then, of course, you have your ball indicator in the lower right. You can actually, much like all the other Mario Golf games, you can aim like where you want to hit the ball to make it curve or kind of, you know, go higher or go lower. But you can only adjust that during your shot. You can't like see a preview of how like a shot will look, like before you're setting the shot up, which is a little annoying, but it is what it is. But yeah, let's go ahead and take our first shot here. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the auto swing. For auto swing, all you have to do is adjust the power by pressing the A button. And basically the shot will kind of take care of itself. You don't have to press it a second time. As a result, you won't have full control over the accuracy of your shot. But as you can see, that ended up doing alright anyway. Basically, if you're not really sure and it looks kind of tricky and you don't want to like really worry about the accuracy too much, you don't have to use manual swing. But with manual swing, you do have that, again, that little more control that you wouldn't have otherwise. So definitely try to wean yourself off of automatic after a while, just so, you know, you have practice with, you know, using manual swing and also implementing topspin and backspin. And then when you're putting on the green like this, obviously the arrows kind of indicate the type of slopes you have to deal with. Right now we're kind of going downhill towards the hole, so thankfully we don't have to adjust much. And if anything, we can probably actually like hit the ball a little weaker than what we would overall need to. It's still not going to go in for some reason. Maybe I hit it a bit too weak or something. But yeah, those are the basics of gameplay. So, you know, didn't really have to explain too much. I mean, if you played a Mario Golf game, you've probably, you know, you've played this before, so you kind of know what to expect. I will say that when I first tried to record this, I definitely had some issues with, like, I don't know if it's necessarily, like, input delay or anything, but, you know, I did have issues with timing in certain aspects. But I think it's just the nature of, like, you know, like, it's different systems, emulation, stuff of that nature. It's not always going to be one-to-one. I'm actually going to try to do a manual swing here, and I'm going to try implementing some topspin to see if I can get this to roll up to the hole. So, actually, wait, I'm going to move it this way a little bit more, too, because of the wind. I'm not going into that tree. No, because it's showing it there, so we should be fine. Okay, got some super top spin. Hopefully that's not too much. That should be fine. But basically for a manual swing, in order to set that up, you have to press B instead of A on the shot meter. And obviously, again, you have to press the button again when it comes back. And if you want to do top spin, you have to do A twice. If you want back spin, you have to do B twice. If you want super top spin, you have to do A and then B. And then for super back spin, it's B and then A. So yeah, that's basically how that works. So here we go. We have our first par 3. I'm going to do kind of what I did. I'm going to try to do another super top spin shot. Okay, I didn't get super top spin, but that's fine. Got a bit of a harder shot to make now. So I'm going to move it this way a little bit. But yeah, putting can actually be kind of difficult in this game. I used to be really good at it, but I don't know. Because I kind of like the way that, like, they use the greens with, like, the arrows and stuff in this game. But, it is something you definitely have to get used to if you're, again, used to how things work in the other Mario Golf games. Okay, so it is raining, which whenever it's raining, obviously you have to worry about your shot not going as far. Also, one thing that I do kind of like about this game is that it actually does show you if you're going to be colliding with a tree on here. So, you know, obviously try to avoid that. I'm going to try to see if this will... Hopefully this won't hit anything. And if it does, it's not a big deal. This is just a practice round anyway. But another good thing about rain is that your ball will actually stop a lot easier too, which is always helpful. So like on the green, don't have to worry about the ball rolling too far. Okay. Now you do have to hit the ball a little harder when you're putting because the grass is wet, but managed to get a birdie, which is all we need. We're going to move on to the next hole. Going to do another super topspin shot. But yeah, while I'm kind of going through this, now that I've kind of explained the basics, just to kind of talk about a few things here and there. Like I said before, I did try to record this already, and I just did not like how the footage came out. There's a lot of freaking NPCs in this game. And I found some of like the tutorial stuff, especially when you're like, you know, doing like the rounds of golf and the training and whatever. It can just take a really, really long time, and it was just moving really slowly. And like I said, like it was like video 4, and I was finally starting my first round of golf, and it was the tournament. It wasn't even a practice round, so I was like, you know what? I kind of want things to move a little faster than this, so I'm like, I'll just redo this and kind of reformat everything, and I'm honestly kind of glad I'm doing that now. So yeah, that's the main thing I wanted to talk about. But another thing I want to talk about is another reason why this playthrough took so long to get to, because One of my regrets for the Mario Golf Game Boy Color playthrough is that I couldn't really showcase getting my character from that playthrough into Mario Golf 64. Because, again, you can use the N64 transfer pack to, you know, transfer your character there. But, obviously, I ended up doing that game on emulator, so because of that, I couldn't actually use those features, which kind of sucked. And that was always kind of a regret. Even though I did have a video where I showcased those characters in the original Mario Golf game, it just still didn't really feel the same. So I really wanted to make sure I had that working for this, but my GameCube, which is where I can use my Game Boy player, just has not been reading discs at all. And unfortunately, like, you know, you need the Game Boy player disc for GameCube in order to actually use that. So as a result, like, I didn't really have an option, so I once again had to do this on emulator, which is, again, it's really frustrating because it's like I want to bring this character to, you know, Mario Golf Toadstool Tour and actually showcase, you know, that implementation of it, but it's just really hard. Technology is very fickle. You know, there's no direct, like, Game Boy Advance capturing software, which also doesn't help. So it's just really hard to find a way to actually get this stuff to work properly. And I've, like, done research into, like, devices that will allow that kind of stuff. But the devices are, like, either really expensive or you have to, like, you know, work on them, like actually, like, do, like, hands-on work, like, physical work to your consoles, which I'm very freaking scared to do. So, I don't know. If I have an opportunity to showcase those features in the future, I will definitely do it. But for now, I'm probably just going to focus just on doing a natural playthrough of this game. And then maybe along with this playthrough, I'll do a playthrough, like, of my actual, like, Game Boy Advance cartridge. And then that way in the future, once I do figure that stuff out, I can actually, you know, showcase it then and there. I'll just make a character that's very similar to the character I'm making here, and then I'll just showcase it in that way. It's not perfect, but again, it's just really hard with technology, just especially when it just doesn't work out for you. I do want to give a big thank you to Odin Spec, though, because he did try to help me research, like, you know, different methods I could use for, like, recording, you know, Game Boy Advance content and getting my Game Boy player to at least work without the disc, but just, I don't know, just the stuff just didn't seem completely within reach for me, at least right now anyway, so gonna have to just make the best of it. So that's one of the reasons why this playthrough took so long to get out there. I wanted to play it, like, literally the next year after Toadstool Tour, but, you know, when that didn't work, it's just like, oh, I'll just delay it a year, and then I think I delayed it a second year on top of that. I don't even remember when I did Toadstool Tour anymore. So it's just like, well, I don't want to keep postponing this, because I have other sports games and other Mario Golf games I want to get to. And, like, I do really like this game. I think this is a great Game Boy Advance game, too. And as I said in the first video, for those wondering about the Game Boy Advance series I'm doing, I'll just play as, like, when I get to that, I'll just play as the other character. I'll play as Ella in that playthrough when I get to that game. So this is not counting for that series, this playthrough. Besides, I think the odds are really unlikely I'm going to get the game immediately. Again, there's like 900 Game Boy Advance games, so I don't think it's like we're going to draw... Out of the 900 games, I don't think we're going to draw this, like, that soon. That'd be crazy if we did. But I don't know, stranger things and stranger odds have happened. Okay, so we got an approach wedge. I'll try doing a top spin shot right here. That should be good. See, right on that straight part of the green. I like seeing that. Whee! Bonk. So what are we at right now? We are at a 7 under par. That's actually good. And I'll explain why that's good a bit later. I'm going to try to crank this. I'm going to use a little bit of backspin because we're using a wood. Perfect. I don't think that slope's going to get in the way. No, I think we're fine. I think if we just hit it straight, we'll be good. It did kind of curve there at the end, but hey, we still got it. That's all that matters. Okay, so let's go ahead and go up here. And see, one thing I could do is if I do want to talk to some of the NPCs, if I finish this round soon enough, I can still do that. I'm just going to do auto for this one. Oh, that still bounced really hard. Damn. Okay, well. Whee. Okay. So yeah, even with the 3-iron, it can still bounce quite a bit when it comes down, so I've got to keep that in mind. Okay. Yeah, it feels good to be playing this game again. Just playing a golf game again. I really feel like I'm in my element whenever I play golf games. I think once I get done with the Mario Golf series, like, there's another golf series, or not really a series, but a golf game I want to play. Wait, impact marker. Okay, I'm going to try something with this. I'm going to try using, I'm going to try to hit the ball on the left, just so I can kind of curve it to the right a little more. Good shot. Not exactly where I wanted to end up, but again, that tree was giving me some difficulty, to say the least. Boom. Okay, the slope shouldn't ruin this that much. There we go. See, still breaking par even when I don't get a birdie, which is always good. I do not like that I'm on that slope. So this could be a little bit of an awkward shot. Nice read, but sometimes it just... Oh, shoot. Okay, you know what? I'm going to showcase something here in the interest of showing this off. The save and quit feature. If you ever need to stop playing, or if you want to cheat and redo your entire hole progress, you can do that. And you actually start from the beginning of the hole. So it's kind of a built-in redo option for this game. Some might see it as cheating, which I can understand why, since you're essentially like resetting until you get an ideal score. If you're trying to unlock something, though, you know, it's definitely nice to have, not gonna lie. I'm not going to do top spin here. This shot might be a little easier because it looks like it's just uphill. We'll see, though. Nice. But yeah, at least I can say that I showed off the save and quit trick. Even if it is, you know, again, cheating a little bit. Get up here. Gonna go down that slope. And now we have to go on here. Thankfully we have... I might still try to put backspin on this shot. Or maybe not, because the game's like, no, you can't do that. But since it's raining, it's probably not going to bounce as hard. Still bounce quite a bit. I think I'm also going to go to the, medium shot, because... Again, rain. That might be too hard. No, that still wasn't hard enough. Wow. Come on, game. Work with me, not against me. That's all I ask. Okay, I'm going to try to underhit this a little bit. So we're going to be bouncing pretty hard. Kind of wish I would have hit it a little harder, but it's not too bad. Get in there. Thank ya. So I think we're at 10 under. Yeah, 10 under. I mean, 10 under or 11 under is not bad for a practice round. I still remember the first round of golf I did in the Mario Golf 64 playthrough. I had like a 4 under par or something. Okay. I don't know why it defaults to the 1 wood in this game, because normally it tries not to do that. Am I in the sand? I am in the sand. This is going to be a little awkward, but I'm going to do what I can to get it out there. Ugh. That still went too hard. Well, like I said, I'm good with 10 under. Stop. Okay, good. I did not want it rolling down that hill. That would have been no bueno. Okay, well there is our practice round. We got 5 on the front 9, 5 on the back 9. I feel like we started the back 9 strong. But front 9 we ended strong. Wait. Oh my god, like, if you invert the front 9 and the back 9, you get like the same performance. Because it's like par, birdie, par, birdie, par, par, birdie, 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 and then it's backwards for the next one. Birdie, 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 par, par, birdie, par, birdie, par. That's cool. So yep, there's our results. And for playing around at golf, we actually get some experience. That's a pretty good amount of experience. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put all of my experience into my main character. Sorry, Alex, you didn't play around at golf. But once I do, like once I can't get another level with my experience, I'm just going to give whatever's left to Ella, just to make sure she's leveling up still. I'll give her a level up here, and then I'll just put the remaining back into my character. So yeah, these are the stats you can increase whenever you level up. You can increase your drive distance. You can increase the height, well, in this case, you're decreasing the height of your shot. You can kind of change your shot to whether it's like, a fade or draw or straight. You can change your impact and control, where you can have a narrow or wide impact or a poor or good control. And then, of course, you have spin, how much the ball will spin whenever you do a, kind of technical spin shot. So those are all the stats you can increase. I'm of course going to increase my drive distance because that's always important. And as you can see, some stats will naturally grow and decrease regardless. So as you can see, like right now our height, if we increase this, the shot height will go lower. I actually do not want that. I actually kind of prefer having a higher shot to, get over trees and stuff. But I don't like that I'm kind of going more towards a draw character in this, right? So I may want to increase this just to make sure that I don't, go too far into a draw territory. I might also increase this as well, but honestly getting spin at some point may not be a bad idea too. But for now, I'm just going to make my character continue with the straight shot because I want a straight shot with my character. So you kind of have to strategically, like, pick what you want to level up in a lot of these cases. In some cases, it just may make more sense to focus on some stats over others. And if, like, one stat is going to stay where you want it and where you're comfortable with it, you may not want to put anything into it at all, so worth keeping in mind. We'll just increase your drive distance for now. And there we go. That was our first round of golf. So I know I said I would do some like exploring around the clubhouse, but we are actually getting pretty close on video time, so I think I'm going to actually not do that. Because, I mean, we'll have other rounds of golf, and I won't have to explain so much, so we can kind of save that for then. But, yeah, that was our first round. I think we did pretty good. Next time, we're going to, you know, after doing our first full round, we're going to go to the practice green, or practice course, or whatever, and we're going to mess around there for a bit, see if we can, you know, improve our stats a little bit, and just in general get some practice before we join our first tournament. So this has been SlimKirby. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time for part 3. Later, folks.